EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Gets around it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Watch out now. Come on.
Now a toss left side, Jeanty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ridder now. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And his defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First down.
Ridder will set up to throw it.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First run now for Kyren Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's a gain of 4. Brings up on third down. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, now is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
It's taken to the 26. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw, Ritter. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times, defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
His throw incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Ritter. That would complete. And it's out. He threw it on the carpet. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 8 yards. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come on, set, ready.
Here's Ritter. They'll get this out to Genty. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Genty. Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8.
Set, cut.
Ritter to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On third down, here's Genty. Oh, look at the juke. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Ready up.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Ready.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Back.
They'll look to throw here. This is intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll try it on for it. Here's Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on first down. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a second and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Puka. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Colby Parkinson from 4 yards out. And the Rams get a bit closer. They'll try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
21, Rams 10.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring their return to an abrupt halt.
no iPad. This ain't tugging down on his side like you know go. If you don't agree, ask the streets on
Ready? Break.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ready?
Ritter back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's got Rome. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Set. Ready. Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Raider first down.
Set. Hut.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, 33 yards. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there, enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Ethan Evans now.
For the Rams.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ready, set. Ready, set.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Come on, 38.
At the 47-yard line.
Set.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow, 22. Set. Hutton.
A run straight ahead with Genty. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
For the Raiders.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Rams, 1st down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go. Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 79 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Rams 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Rams first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
It's the score. Raiders 42, Rams 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards to go, second down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Quick throw there. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Down, ready.
On the give, Jeanty. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. A give out of the gun to Jeanty. And we'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards they pick up, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the give, Jeanty. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
Going play action. Ritter. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Let's hut.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. He's to the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Puka Nakua, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly going to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game.
The sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the toss, Genty. Well, a pretty big hole as he's down at the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ritter now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
21 more yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the... ...23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Cowboy 80.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring, and he's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Rams.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Hunter. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the 1st down. He did not. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready. Set, go.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
On the ground with a tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down and 13. Now Ritter going to change up the look. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner. They do have some good news, though.
This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First and 10.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 59, Rams 31.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go. 60 reps. 60 reps. Cut.
And they take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games.